We all wear the cross, as you know. And as you know, one's life becomes more simple when one knows where their feeling body is. You see, my nerves are different than yours. My central nervous system is functioning different frequencies than yours. Why? Because the work that I do on myself, the PlayStation that is in front of me is also inside me. So everything I breathe in and out is actually my own environment. So I'm swimming in my own consciousness. I change my consciousness by changing my body's environment of what I'm creating. When we speak, we create. When we exhale, we create. So let's create together. This video specifically is about just following me with the breath technique. I've already told it to you in many other videos. Now you're at the point where you're just going to practice it with me. So this is practicing time to just follow along and get your breath to extend as long as you can between the heartbeats. And you can follow along. You can actually hear my heartbeat from my magic machine. Out. Listen and feel what's going on as you hold and expand. You never let go of the breath. You're holding your posture. You're continuing to inhale and breathe in the same direction that you were when you were breathing in. And you keep that going for as long as possible, forever. And that's the off state. You hold it till you absolutely have to exhale. You wait. You wait till you heard the bell inside go off and says, time to exhale. And you always exhale straight up, baby. Not out. Straight up. You want to rattle the cage. You want to rattle the sutures and the cavities and the spaces and the places and the bones. See, what happens is central nervous system hears that skull, and the whole body starts to relax and get in the beat of things, the vibration of things. I feel so good after doing this throughout my day that my whole day is transformed because the body's transformed through. So, gosh, I talk a lot. Let's get right down to it. So the exhale is long and it's possible, and you count the heartbeats. Like 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. This process is nourishing all the tissues. The body gets excited. What to do? All right. So let's start another series of breaths together. Inhale, hold, keep breathing up and out, keep breathing out, keep thinking, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in, breathing out, breathing, just blowing everything up. Just keep the structure, posture, and that's the ah state. Sit there as long as you can without breathing and feeling the breath come, the energy of the breath coming in. You're allowing it through your mind. Exhale. This is the first
of many holds. It's also called kumbhaka. This is not even holding the breath. It's actually just continuing to inhale forever. You're constantly expanding and breathing in through your third eye continually. There's never stopping. You're always thinking, I'm breathing in. And that has no
The
bottom or
longer one
top.
can
It's
stay in the
forever.
intoxicated state of
And when it's
presence,
time to let go, your body will
watching
say it's time to exhale.
exhilarating
I held this breath
energy move,
easily for 45 seconds. Imagine if
you're
you did
reflecting.
this with almost
As you're
every one of
breathing,
your
you want to
breaths.
feel deeper,
You'd live a long
more
ass
come to your
time.
place of tension where you have to exhale. And that's again where the work begins, because you want to go deeper into and lengthen the amount of time that you're in the ah state, when you're in the empty state. If you can maintain that, then you can stay deeper in the anti-aging, immortality, and the extending and gravitating your life to exactly what you need to do, because you are more aware of your time and energy. So you won't waste time when you understand that, oh, it takes time and breath, and I'm killing myself doing these most stupid things obnoxiously all day long, or just part of the day. Anyways, the next part that I want to introduce you to, since you've got the breath going, I haven't explained the hands. This is how you barometer, this is how you check in to see if you're breathing, your brain breathing, to see if your whole body's breathing, is you need to feel the pressure change in your hands. It's key. Okay, it's really absolutely important. See this rock? See the dots on it? And then there's no dots on that rock? Everything has a back and a front. Okay, our hands. We want to breathe through our hands and our fingertips. This is crucial for you to get the other pillar that holds together the base of the breath system of brain breathing. Is that when you understand that the bones can breathe, and the sutures, like the areas in our body have portholes. You want to feel your breath as you inhale right here in your palm. And if you can, even through the fingertips, you can feel the pressure change in your fingertips. If you're really aware, and you really have sensitivity, you can just. And when you line up the breath and the pulsation, the feeling of the energy you're drawing in, you can create a balanced hemisphere of each side of the body. You see, we're out of tune. We're like tuning forks, we're out of tune. We can tune our breath to the pressures that are facilitated through our heart. See, this is deep science. Our heart pressure equates the breath pressure, equates the mind pressure, equates how much we're living or dying. Whoa, see that? So it's very simple, but we miss it. It's right under our own nose and we miss it every time. So seeing, feeling, connecting, and believing. Seeing is believing. So I want you to get this breath. I want you to be able to breathe through your fingers as you inhale. Remember those things. See, as you're inhaling, you're breathing through your fingers. If you forget, and if your jaw isn't long, see, forget to relax your jaw and breathe through your hands. You got it. But most people forget that. They'll just breathe in. See, so that's why we have developed a school. Is see, we want to be able to you to answer your questions, and you'd be like, wait a second, huh? It's not working. It won't work the first time, because it's almost like if you've driven in the front seat your whole life, you're in the driver's seat, and it's not until you get in the back seat you like turn your head around and go, whoa, I missed all this stuff while I was driving. This is what I'm trying to tell you, is you've been driving your whole life, taking care of yourself. Meanwhile, you forgot to just open your ears and really fan out to your whole environment. your space you live in is you too. How you live, if it's perfect or it's not perfect, you know it. If your environment is perfect, you feel perfect. But if there's things out of balance, if things out of place, if things are dirty, or there's graffiti, or there's noise, or there's chaos in the city, then you're in chaos and your part of your life is chaos. So you are your environment because you have ears. That's why these things are so important. Nobody ever talks about them. Your ears are your amphitheater to the cesspool of life. The whole cesspool, all the energy is moving out here, and you got to pull it in and accept it. That's why I've lived in caves, like 4 different continents. That's why I've gotten away from people and things, and I live on the side of a mountain right now. I live out under a tree. I'm the wise yogi under a tree, gifting knowledge from the tree of using technology. Thank God. But that's not beside the point. The point is the hands. If you forget about the jaw being long and the breathing through your hands, you're not getting the whole breath technique. So that's why we developed this idea of a school. So join us down here. You can join us, and you can do weekly talks where we do on Zoom, where we, question and answer, face to face, eyeglass to eyeglass. So we can actually exchange what it is and why things are working or not working. Because if you get the breath properly, the whole body will be like an accordion, and you can hold your breath for as long as you want. And then you can actually hold your thoughts as long as you want. And then you can hold your life into a whole. You basically, you become youthful again. So this is the fountain of youth I'm sharing with you right now. Deep stuff, really deep stuff. It comes right to the core of its awakening. So as you're breathing through the back to the breath, please. I'm breathing in through this hand. It comes, it holds, it collects in the heart, it builds up in the chest. It starts to hold, you're holding the breath, it builds up to the brain, and you keep breathing in. You never stop exhaling. You don't start exhaling, you never stop inhaling. So you should be like, holy cow, I'm getting hit with tons of energy. That's what we're looking for. After the breath happens, we're waiting and looking, searching for the energy, feeling it, feeling us. That's where the fun begins. That's where the playground of brain breathing concept is that the brain gets, oh, I'm bigger than the body. I am the body, but I'm bigger. So we want to open up all the pores and tissues and stuff so that, see, watch my ribs. It's very important. As you breathe deeper, your body becomes looser. You open your ribs. If you can open your ribs, that will says that your spine is not being held in contraction to your spine and ribs together. And 90% of the people I see breathe. They don't breathe. Their ribs don't move. So they stay in a constant state of basically identified. Their bodies identify with this because they're not doing yoga enough and stretching their spine. That's why stretching your spine and yoga can heal anything, my friends. Yoga can heal anything and absolutely anything. It can heal anything. You just have to trust that the body can realign itself when you start to get it more flexible and start to choose a different diet and go where things that are healing and make you happy. So back to the breath of the hands. I go off on tangents, but the point is, as you are holding that breath, when you exhale, this is part two. As you exhale, you're exhaling through your right hand. You're exhaling, and you're feeling the breath literally, and all the energy. Literally, you will feel this. You'll feel the pressure of your breath go down and out your fingertips. Try it right now. Exhale. Can you feel? Can you feel the pressure going out? And then it makes a circle back. As you inhale, try it. Inhale and feel, maybe do it with your eyes closed if you have to, but feel your pressure change as you inhale through the left hand. See, I told you can feel it. You never thought about it. See, you've never thought about it, but that is what's happening. This is happening here and exhaling through here. It's very interesting. Inhaling through here, and it's happening all the time, but we don't miss it. Everyone's missing it. Nobody's ever told me. There's never been a roadmap. There's never been a book. I'm like, after living out here years, over 10 years, I've been living by rivers, streams, waterfalls, mountains, coasts, beaches. I've never had a home. This is my living room. So you're in my living room. You're actually where I live. And so this is my four walls. Goes forever. You don't have to pay nobody. So the point being is that you're breathing all the time and you're not identifying that you're literally dancing your breath away. And you're just not, but once you get involved, you're like, you can start creating that ball. You can just start swirling it. You start collecting it here. You can start opening through here. See, now we're stepping into like Chinese Taoistic philosophy of Tao Te Ching-ish, Qing, getting your qi to rise. We want our energy. We want our prana. You want your kundalini back. You want your strength. And the strength comes from where you're losing it first. You got to fix that. And you're losing it because you're putting energy in something and you're not completing the breath. You're breathing 1/10 of what this class shows you to breathe. That's the inhalation. Come on, I want you to get the inhalation long and have it over 8 beats, over 8 heartbeats before you've completed your inhalation. Let's try it together right now. We'll try it right now. See how many heartbeats I get coming through me, okay? Wait, girl. That's 8 coming in, and then how long for holding? Watch that.
This breath hold draws deep into a place that is orgasmic. You're holding the breath forever. It's just continuing to blow through you like one big open cup. And the body is just going deeper into a presence, a feeling of sensation of being alive. These things are called kumbhakas. You become one big pot, holding the universe. So the blood pressure, holding and letting it flow, letting it go. That's why I was able to hold this for a couple minutes. If one could do this continually, one would extend their life or be in total control over time itself. This is another spontaneous, deep breath hold. Holding the breath deeply, embracing it like a child, settling in, relaxing into it. Holding this breath over a minute actually gets deeper and better and more exponentially growing deeper into the breath. You'll be opening up places in your body, in your brain, your lungs that have never been reached before. One must hold the breath and let it saturate itself. It does itself when you sit and relax into it. Nobody does this anymore. And the more we do it throughout the day, the more we bring back our state of being a Buddha, being just a happy being, enjoying.
Imagine if your life was like that. Less breaths, less deaths. And then we can feel like we want to be here on planet Earth. When we love being in the body, we want to stay here. No suicide rate would go down to 0. People would be off depressants because they'd be so happy and glowing because their brain is from brain breathing. Join me at our school. If you have some questions, we'll get it all figured out so that no matter how far away you are in some other place on the planet, I can tell you and I can hear you and see you at getting the breath right. Up, I can tell you whether you're hitting it or you're not, and then we stimulate it so that you can get the whole center of gravity aligned so that everything is breathing and pumping correctly. The body will heal itself of just about what it needs to heal or can heal, be healed. But until the breath and the fluids are actually compressed and aligned properly through, the body wants to do it itself. You just have to help it. Just help it a little bit and get on the program of waking up, baby. So join me next time. I appreciate you.